Hello people, welcome back. Not so long ago, I made a video looking over the hit YouTube channel known as The Manii Show. In that video, we discovered that this channel essentially just steals other people's content by simply throwing his face on top of the audio of other people's videos. For example, it would be like if I took one of Vishremi's shorts and threw my profile picture on top of his and then called it my own. Not changing the voice or anything to me, leaving Vishremi's voice in the background. Yeah, literally just throws his face on top of other people's content. Basically what he does. Shout out Vishremi. Anyways though, we already covered this whole idea of the Manii Show being somewhat of a content theft. On top of that, we also looked into how he calls himself a comedian, claiming he wants to quote unquote cure the universe with comedy. However, that is not possible because the Manii Show is perhaps the unfunniest channel I've ever seen. That's just my opinion though. Going back to the content theft stuff, I mean, that's wrong. However, due to a recent incident involving, you guessed it, the Manii Show, this whole content theft crap doesn't really look so bad anymore compared to what he's done to one of my fellow YouTube friends recently. If you guys have watched my Undercover series, you definitely know Nguyen. Honestly, you probably know him regardless if you watch the style of content that I make because he has a pretty large commentary channel. Anyways, this guy Nguyen also made a video talking about the Manii Show. And by the way, so did a ton of other YouTubers. It was a hot topic with commentary recently. Peep is Awesome is among the first. Dumpy covered it. I know I saw a video from an up-and-coming commentator, Beto999, and plenty of other YouTubers. Like I said, it was a hot topic. Anyways, I'm gonna just cut to the chase. Either somebody on the Manii Show's team or Manii Show himself must have seen Nguyen's video, and it made somebody a little angry. Because Nguyen got an email saying that his video received a copyright strike. I'm not talking about a copyright claim where they just take your money. We're talking about a full-on copyright strike. A bang, a boom. Get 3 of those suckers and your channel is gone forever. GG's. Now, this is a huge problem. A big no-no. Especially in the YouTube community. Every YouTuber out there knows, no matter what, you better not go around striking down videos that criticize you. That's one of the 7 deadly YouTube sins. Check this out. This is sourced straight from the Nguyen stream of content. Your video was removed due to a copyright takedown request. Strike 1, June 28th, 2024. That's a yellow card. That's right, we're bringing it back to elementary school. Nguyen has been acting up and now he has a yellow card. Realistically though, he was not acting up and he did nothing wrong. Just a reminder, this is a 100% false copyright strike and we'll talk about why in just a moment. But first I want to look over this. So it says a copyright owner asked us to take down your video because they believe it contains material that violates their copyright. If you get 3 copyright strikes, your account, along with any associated channels, will be subject to termination. You now have 1 strike. Why does that have like some attitude to it? Jeez, YouTube. At least put it a little more lightly. Check this out. What can you do? Do nothing. I'm sorry, that's just pretty funny. Strikes expire after 90 days as long as you complete copyright school. During this time, yada 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 yada. Request retraction is another option Nguyen can do. You can contact the claimant directly and ask them to withdraw their complaints, or you could submit a counter notification and like put it in the hands of the law and make a legal dispute. Honestly, none of these 3 things is a good option, and I think the best option to do whenever something like this happens is exactly what Nguyen has done, which is go ahead and make a video calling the person out for doing this to you. That's what it should say in the what can you do section. If you believe somebody falsely did this because their ego was hurt, it's time to whip up a video to call them out on their bullshit. I mean, honestly, I would respect YouTube so much if that's what it said right there. Anyways, along with that notification on Nguyen's channel, he also received this email here. It says, "Hi Nguyen, we received a copyright removal request for your video. Based on applicable copyright law, we removed your video from YouTube." Video title, Why Everyone Hates the Manii Show. And then we got his URL URL to that video. And then it says the content used was that one friend who hates K-pop. Hashtag themanishow.com/series. Great. Themanishow.com. Like, do I even visit this URL? I don't think I want to give this dude traffic to his website, but I gotta see what this is. Okay, it's just his link tree, basically, with a little banner that continuously just reminds you that The Manii Show is supposedly YouTube's third most viewed comedy channel. Great. Comedy is fucking dead, if that's true. Anyway, sorry, I just had to see what that said, but anyways, moving on in the email, it says that there was about 30 seconds of copyrighted content in Nguyen's video, and that's what they used to request the copyright takedown. Now, the way that commentary works with like copyright law and all of that, a lot of people believe that you can't use anybody else's video whatsoever. Well, not in the YouTube world. Obviously, you guys all know that that's okay, and I'll explain exactly why it's okay in just a second. But I know, like, whenever I try to explain to my mom what I do and stuff on YouTube, like to any relatives or anybody a little bit older, they always ask, like, are you gonna get sued for using somebody else's content? Is this allowed? And the answer, like I said, is yes, it's allowed, and here's why. There's this beautiful thing called copyright law. Lawyer KeidBoi here. Do you guys like my outfits? I know I do. Section 107 lists various purposes for which reproduction of a work may be considered fair, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. It is considered under law fair use whenever you use somebody else's original content to provide context for stuff like criticism or news reporting. What copyright law is mainly looking for is whether you transformed their original work into a different viewing experience, if that makes sense. So if I'm adding my criticism and commentary or my reaction to somebody's video, then it's a completely different experience watching my video than it would be watching the original video. And that's essentially how fair use works. So Nguyen here and all of these other commentators have made videos about The Manii Show, and they're mainly criticizing him for, I mean, A, content theft, and then B, claiming to be this epic comedian that's gonna cure the fucking universe with comedy, then being deplorably unfunny. For context in all of these people's videos, including my own even, us commentators have to show clips of his video to provide context for what we're talking about. Because imagine I was doing a reaction video without playing the clips of the video I was reacting to. It wouldn't make sense, would it? Anyways, yeah, Nguyen, I watched the video whenever it came out. He 100% followed all of the laws that he needed to. In fact, I would actually say Nguyen's video was the lighter out of all of the other Manii Show videos that I watched. Like, he did not go in as hard as some other people. Regardless though, it doesn't matter how hard somebody goes in. You're allowed to criticize people on the internet. If you're a content creator, you're choosing to put yourself out in the public. And it just so happens people who watch it are gonna react to it. And if you're making crappy content that's stolen, how on earth are you gonna get mad and salty so much to the point to where you have to take down videos criticizing you because you can't handle it? By the way, going back to the email, I'm pretty confident that Manii Show is the person who struck it down. Now, this is of course alleged. I'm not trying to get in trouble. You never know. Manii Show might like file some crazy court document or something to be like, this KeidBoi guy is slandering my name. I'm not trying to have that. All I'm saying is that in the email, it says that the removal request was issued by K-Cuff Productions LLC. Now, I never heard of this production agency, but something's telling me that it's ran by Manii Show because the contact info for that LLC is mannyjesus@gmail.com. I'm not a registered detective or anything, but what are the chances that somebody on the K-Cuff Production LLC team is also named Manii? That would be quite the coincidence, wouldn't it be? Anyways, let's check out the clip that got Nguyen a copyright strike. That's right, I'm putting my channel at risk. Well, actually, I'm not gonna watch the whole thing because that's a little bit too scary. The Manii Show has all of us in a corner right now, and you never know when he's gonna attack. So I gotta be careful, but let's just take a glimpse of this amazing content that the Manii Show claiming Nguyen straight up stole from him, and therefore he removed Nguyen's video because of this stolen content, which once again, let me remind you, is only like a 30-second clip. It says content found during 1 minute and 48 seconds to 2 minutes and 1 second. And I know for a fact that Nguyen's video was longer than 8 minutes long. So it's literally the smallest percentage of Nguyen's video that was using this quote-unquote stolen content from the Manii Show. Absolutely ridiculous stuff. Anyways, let's check it out. You know, I said I wasn't gonna play the whole thing, but fuck it, dude. If he takes my video down for this shit, I'll do whatever it takes to get that shit to go back up. Screw this guy. 90% of the video is essentially some K-pop band's content, if you think about it. It's a recording of their show that people pay to see with their music. And then Manii shows just sitting in the crowd with his arms crossed, and it shows him for literally 2 seconds. Bro, this dude is cooked. I'm guessing Nguyen watched this video and then he was like, oh, this video was stupid. Manii show didn't add anything to this. He just crossed his arms and shook his head back and forth. And Manii show heard that and he was like, what did Nguyen say about me? This piece of content is the funniest piece of content I've ever made. I'm a comedian. I'm the #1 comedian. I'm curing the universe with comedy. I must strike this video at once. Dude turns into the fucking Joker. Anyways, guys, Manii show, it's over for him. I honestly could not believe it whenever I heard he did this shit. Maybe he's new to YouTube because I know he has a bigger following on TikTok. And if he is, he's about to learn a serious lesson about messing with fellow content creators' livelihoods. Anyways, if you enjoyed, which you had to have enjoyed at least a little bit because you watched all the way till the end of my video, go down and subscribe to my channel, then turn on all post notifications. We're going for 500,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Let's make it happen. Anyways, I got more content for you guys to watch. Click this video right here up on the screen. I'm sure you'll enjoy that video. Do not forget I post every other day at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Click here to get your Founders Edition Hello People shirt before it's gone forever. Shout out to Yuri for being a SpongeBob tier channel member. And yeah, bye.